Alright guys, so one thing I really love about Cyprus is the fact that you can get really good real estate for a very cheap price. For example, this house right here is a pretty nice, good looking house with a nice garden, a cute doggo, your own palm, a jacuzzi and a very nice seafront view. Less than 50,000 euros. Crazy, I love that. Hey guys, I'm Rico and in this video I'm going to talk about my life here in Cyprus as a digital entrepreneur. Why did I move to Cyprus and how did this grow my business as well as my personality? What were my first steps here on the island and how does my daily routine look like? What activities can you do here in Cyprus and what are the personal as well as business benefits on this island? And then I'm going to talk about my number one tip if you are planning to create a Cyprus Limited here on the island. So let's go! So I'm going to start with a little story about myself and why I moved to Cyprus. After living in Bali for half a year, back in 2018, I flew back to Germany and I immediately knew, okay, if I want to continue growing my business at the same speed as well as my personality, I need to fly abroad again and just live in another country. So I had two German business friends of mine who lived in Cyprus already and they talked about the awesome benefits of bootstrapping a business here in Cyprus. So I took my two business friends and we moved to Cyprus as well. I officially moved to Cyprus in October 2019 and thanks to our friends and to our accountant it was a very easy process and a very fluent immigration. Now, almost 1 year later, I have a company and I'm currently incorporating a new one here in Cyprus as well as my main residency. During the last year I met a lot of awesome and interesting business people as well as new friends and I have a very nice daily routine here as well as nice activities I'm doing on a regular basis. My first steps here in Cyprus were that I visited 3 of the most popular cities. I came to Cyprus for a week and I visited Limassol, Larnaca as well as Paphos and I decided to live here in Limassol because of a nice apartment that I found, because of the beautiful marina down there with a very nice and long promenade, a lot of palm trees, a lot of young people because of the University of Limassol, lots of business, nice restaurants. And Limassol is well connected to all the other cities as well as to the Troodos Mountains and I love nature, so it's very convenient for me to drive to the Troodos Mountains and be there within 25 minutes. My first few weeks and months here in Cyprus were combined with a lot of flying between Germany and Cyprus because of personal reasons. But after COVID-19 I'm here for almost 3 months now with my girlfriend and we just love it here. When it comes to morning routines, coffee and reading is a very good start. But let me show you what's the most important thing. First, having a good workout. And then you can literally walk from your garden to the ocean and this is still too easy. So what I usually do is I take off my shoes and then I just jump over it. Do some meditation over here, watch the ocean, and then lastly, but most importantly, I'm going paddle surfing. Regarding activities here on the island, there are a lot of options you can do. As I said, I have a daily routine here, but I just love to break it with awesome adventures, such as going to Ayia Napa, going to Paphos, or even nature. Until now, I've visited 3 waterfalls. The Adonis Bath waterfall in Paphos and the Caledonia waterfalls here in the Troodos Mountains, which are just very awesome. You have to walk a little bit, but if you arrive there, you just feel so good and you just feel stunned by this awesome and nice, good-looking waterfalls. Hello guys, and welcome to this beautiful adventure with Tabea. She's very shocked because
we have to walk over 2 hours.
Show them the walk that we're going to do. I told you it's gonna be hard, baby. So we are currently right here and we have to walk all the way up the mountain until we reached the
Waterfall.
waterfall. Exactly. Are you ready for a 2 hours hike? Are we still in Cyprus?
I don't know where we are.
I haven't seen so much green in a long time. That's the pretty cool thing about Cyprus, that you still have some green. If you just take a 30-minute drive with the car, you can have nature all around you. It's getting greener and greener, and we already found the first water spot. Big little waterfall.
There's the first sign.
Somewhere in it there's a sign, because we've been walking for how long now?
Almost an hour.
Almost an hour, and the Google Maps app is pretty confusing.
No service here.
As you can see, the road is very wet, and we already see some water. And the funny thing is that for the past 2 hours we've been walking the wrong way, but now we are finally on the right track. Alright, I think we finally made it to the top, and the waterfall that is just right here.
It's bigger than the other one.
That's a big waterfall. Also, we've visited multiple nice and beautiful beaches. We went jet skiing, we did quad tours. Yo, today's quad day. We rented out 2 nice quads, and now we are at a very nice spot where we got an awesome view over this little beach down there. It's actually a dog beach for little puppies. You see the sign. This is Elias and the girls taking pictures. Smile, baby.
Look at my private beach.
And show the white rocks around, and they just look so pretty inside of this crystal clear and refreshing water. Now we're going to swim in here, and afterwards we are probably eating some good food that my girlfriend prepared for us. And she's a very happy girl at those beautiful icebergs. This is a beach between Limassol and Paphos. As you can see, there are a lot of people having fun on the water. It looks so cool with their colorful kites. And we've been riding this very rocky road. Welcome to Ayia Napa with Tabea Engert and Rico Go.
Let's go!
The water looks very, very bluish, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you excited, little mousy?
I'm excited. All the cliffs look so beautiful.
We love to walk down here at the Marina Promenade, which is just 15 minutes from our apartment. We love to go to awesome malls and win big teddies, such as 2 I've already won. I don't know why, but I'm just so good at winning with cutting the ropes. And we love good food, so we also go to nice restaurants, and a lot of them have a nice view over the ocean, which is just awesome with the sunset. And lastly, of course, I also have important business meetings here in Cyprus, and I have a lot of business partners here in Cyprus as well. And then there are also more things that I haven't mentioned yet, such as the nightlife, partying, especially in Ayia Napa, which is like the tourism goal, especially for young people. Water sports is very popular here, indoor sports, escape rooms, and many more activities you can do. Hey guys, what's up? We are here at the end of this road, I would say.
Of this road.
Maybe even the end of the world.
It is, yeah.
Business benefits of Cyprus. And the first thing that I realized is that it was very easy and cheap to cooperate a Cyprus Limited, which is basically the business form here in Cyprus. Also, after 1 year, I can say that the accounting is very cheap compared to Germany and that the bureaucracy is very low. In general, I have the feeling that Cyprus is very entrepreneur friendly regarding laws and politics. Especially for forex traders, there are a lot of benefits, and that is the reason why a lot of headquarters of big forex companies are located here in Cyprus, especially here in Limassol. And then there is the non-dom status and the associated taxation, which means that you have a fixed corporate tax rate of 12.5% on your business and 0% on dividends, which is awesome for shareholders, for example. Also, there are no tax payments in advance, which was a very big hassle for me in Germany because the tax office wanted money in advance, although I didn't know how much money I will make afterwards. So this is another benefit I really like here in Cyprus. But what most people don't realize or don't want to realize is that there are 3 big requirements in order to live on those tax rates. And those are: 1, you need to spend at least 60 days here in Cyprus. 2, you need to spend less than 183 days in any other country. And reason number 3 is that you need to have a reason for your business to be in Cyprus as well, if you want to cooperate a limited here. But you definitely need to have a substance or a matter or anything that is connected with Cyprus in any way that you can decide on your own. Those were the most important business benefits of Cyprus, which I found very important to share with you, but the personal benefits of Cyprus are almost as good as the business benefits. Let's start with something I already mentioned before, and that is that you have a wide variation of activities you can do on the island, as well as landscapes you can visit. We have awesome beaches, blue lagoons, sand beaches, everything you can imagine, or almost everything. And of course, we also have nature. The island Cyprus itself is covered by at least 30% of green nature. Also mountains, of course, but it is a very nature-friendly island, which I wouldn't imagine before I came here, because if you think of Cyprus or type in Cyprus, you see a very dry island. But I'm always stunned when I go to the nature and I see all these green plants and trees and everything. Of course, they are not green like a football field grass, but they are very green. And then we are coming to the next point, and that is the climate. Although Cyprus is very hot, especially in the summer, it is a very long and hot summer, the nature is still very green. I'm always stunned by how can they survive without waters for so long, because I myself haven't seen a water raindrop within the last 12 weeks, and it's just very hot summer. So if you are a very summer friendly person, you definitely will love the climate here in Cyprus, as I do. Another point is the clean air here in Cyprus. I can remember being in Germany and having my nose stuck and closed almost every night. I couldn't breathe through my nose, and here in Cyprus I can breathe so deeply, and I can really feel the health benefits of breathing in the right way. And another personal benefit regarding health is the regional fruits and vegetables, and the variety and the options you can have, because every week here in Cyprus there is a local market with awesome fruits and vegetables. Also, there is a low crime rate here in Cyprus. You can look that up. I was stunned by it as well. And I love the fact that almost everybody can speak English here in Cyprus, which improves my English, of course, and that is very important to me. And And the last personal benefit of Cyprus is the good flight connections. If I want to, I could be in Germany within the next 5 hours. A flight to Germany is just 3.5 hours, and they are flying regularly, and not just to Germany but to all over the world, and that is very good as well. We have 2 airports, but somehow I always use the Larnaca airport, and that is the most and best connected one here in Cyprus. Before I'm coming to the summary of this video and my future here in Cyprus as a digital entrepreneur, I want to give you a tip about cooperating a Cyprus Limited here. And that is that you should cooperate your company if you're absolutely sure that you want to move to Cyprus before you move to Cyprus. So that when you arrive here in Cyprus, you have your VAT number already ready and you can issue invoices immediately, which gives you a good benefit regarding your accounting. And associated with that, always make sure when it makes most sense to you to move to Cyprus. You want to have one tax declaration at the end of the year, and you don't want to spend more than 183 days in any other country. So definitely talk to your accountant about that scenario so that you have a very easy immigration to Cyprus and you don't have any trouble regarding tax declarations or anything else. The summary of this video is that Cyprus is a very attractive country to live in for digital entrepreneurs, for digital nomads, or even normal people, because it has a lot of personal and business benefits. And moving to Cyprus can be easier than you think, especially with the right preparation and good connections here, such as friends or even agents. It can be very easy. And it is very important that you're perseverant and very patient. So you're going to make it if you want to. There are a lot of things you can do here in Cyprus, and Cyprus is actually a very popular tourist destination. So you can just fly here for a week, look at the island, and maybe it convinces you on your own if you're here by yourself. But then if you decide to live here, you can also have a very normal daily routine, such as I did have in Germany. But there were some things, of course, that are different, especially regarding business. But it's not that just because Cyprus is a tourist destination that you have tourists all over the place. No, it's definitely not like that, especially if you live in a very quiet area like I do here in Limassol. In general, you can be very excited to move to another country. It will be a very big change in your life, like it was for me. I feel much more independent, much more mature here. I found a lot of new friends, also a new business partner, which I'm cooperating a new company at the moment, and I'm investing a lot of time in that company at the moment. I'm also looking for a new property here in Cyprus. I know that down there in Paphos there are awesome houses with nice pools for very little money, so that is very interesting for me at the moment. And I'm always excited to meet new awesome people, and maybe even you in the future if you decide to move here to Cyprus. I wish you all the best for all you do, and I see you in the next video.